Hey everybody, welcome back to BK's Bullets. Today we're going to be talking about Captain America: Two Americas. Hey everybody, welcome back to BK's Bullets. As always, I am your host, Brent, and today we're going to be doing a review of Captain America: Two Americas by Ed Brubaker, Luke Ross, and Butch Guice. But before we get into that review, please let me ask you to do one thing. Please subscribe. Helps me out, lets you know when I drop new videos, helps the channel grow, all that stuff. Now, on to the review. So, I've been doing videos talking about Brubaker's Cap run here for the last couple of months, and I'm going to continue to do those until we end this volume of Captain America, until we end the Bucky Cap run. After that, I'm going to do the 12-issue Winter Soldier series, and I think we're going to be good. Everybody talks about Brubaker's Cap run, and I'm going to start every video talking about this because it's true. They talk about Winter Soldier and the death of Captain America. Nobody talks about the latter half of his Cap run. And they kind of consider those first 50 issues to be the be-all, end-all on Captain America. But Bucky as Cap only starts at the end of that Death of Captain America storyline in Volume 3 of the original collections, or the very, very end of the thick one that I did the review of, the complete collection. So let's talk about this. This is Captain America: Two Americas. This collects Captain America: Who Will Wield the Shield special that came out right after the end of Captain America Reborn, where we brought back Steve Rogers to life. And it also contains Captain America 601 or 602 to 605, which is the Two Americas storyline. So if you've watched my Captain America Reborn review, you will know that my biggest complaint is that the storyline was not clear as to what happened to Captain America. And to prove my point, here in the next video, I will read to you the previously on page from Captain America: Who Will Wield the Shield about what the fuck happened to Steve Rogers in Captain America Reborn. Remember, my biggest thing was, I think this is what happened, but it wasn't spelled out clearly that this is what was happening. You're kind of meant to figure it out. There was no exposition saying that this is what was going on. Even Bucky didn't tell the new Avengers that came to team up with him at the end of Captain America Reborn what the hell was going on. You know, all we had to go on was Steve saying, I think I'm living through my life, and that's it. So, Steve Rogers died, and then second paragraph. The Red Skull, trapped in a robot body and out for revenge against his greatest nemesis, had set a plan in motion. The gun Carter used, specially designed by renegade Nazi scientist Arnim Zola, severed Rogers' consciousness from his body, seemingly rendered him dead. That part was never spelled out, either in the Death of Captain America trade, the Road to Reborn trade, or the Captain America Reborn trade storyline at all. Severing his consciousness from his body, never spelled out, never even mentioned. Okay, next sentence. Rogers breaks free, or not Rogers, Sharon Carter breaks free, stopping them from carrying out their plot because the Skull wanted to reanimate it. As a result of her interference, Steve's consciousness became unhinged in time, and he was forced to endure his entire history in an endless loop, unable to truly die. We saw that in Reborn, him living through his memories. An endless loop? I wouldn't describe what happened in Reborn as an endless loop, but okay. Unable to truly die. Again, I think that may be a little bit of editorializing here, but never spelled out completely if that was indeed what was supposed to be happening. With the help of Dr. Doom and Norman Osborn, the Red Skull reanimated Rogers' body, but kept Steve locked in his own subconscious. The Skull took over Captain America's body, planning to pose as the resurrected Patriot to execute his master plan. Yes, we saw some of those things happen. Were they spelled out entirely? No. Like, Red Skull never goes, I'm gonna take Rogers' body! In that Reborn trade. But, this is just... Okay, here's another thing. Steve's old partner, the former Winter Soldier and the new Captain America, with the mighty help of the mighty Avengers, discovered the Skull's endgame and prepared to stop it. I don't think they discovered the Skull's endgame. I think they found out from Sharon that Cap was still alive and that Red Skull had his body. I don't ever remember them talking about the endgame. and telling each other that Skull was in Steve's body. I don't even think Sharon knew by the time, because Skull got put into Steve's body when Sharon wasn't even around. I think Steve and Natasha and Bucky were on the helicarrier, hammer carrier thing. What's going on? Insane. Again, this is my complaint with Reborn. Didn't fucking spell it out. What do they do here? Spell it out. Why? I don't know. Anyway, enough about me bitching about the last trade. Let's talk about this one. So this is actually a pretty fun story after you get past the who will wield the shield thing. So who will wield the shield? I remember reading it when it first came out in a floppy issue, a single issue. And I felt at the time that it really never answered the question. And I still kind of feel that way. Even though you do have a scene of like Captain America telling Bucky, you're going to be Captain America. But Bucky is so hummy-hoey about it. He's hemming and hawing about his decision to remain Captain America. That it never really feels like, okay, we have an answer. Who's going to wield the shield? That it's going to be Bucky versus like Steve. So, I don't know. So after that, we go into the Two Americas storyline, which is pretty much wrapping up what was going on at the end of the Death of Captain America trade, where you had the 50s Cap running around, who looks exactly like Steve Rogers. Like the weird finale of the Death of Captain America is Bucky in his new cap suit going up against this 50s Cap in a city and stuff like that, and stopping his plan instead of dealing with the Red Skull and all this other stuff. So this is a follow-up to that here. We've had a bit of a break since we've seen this, so this is kind of a tie-up to loose ends. It is a really good story. It is a whole lot of fun to read, but my biggest complaint, Bucky Cap in the cap suit, one issue. They find out that this 50 Cap's running around, and then... Oh, actually, no, that was the Who Will Wield the Shield special. Yeah, Bucky Cap, there he is, in this issue. That's the Luke Ross artwork, I think, or Butch Guice. I can't tell. They're inking each other. Like, one does the inks, one does the pencils, and then they swap again. But they go undercover into this town to find this 50s Cap. Falcon is here as well, which is fun. And then he takes off this costume to infiltrate this gang. And then 50s Cap has him dress up in his old classic Bucky costume to torture him, while 50s Cap says, we're going to blow up the Hoover Dam. Meanwhile, Falcon is on a decoy train, has to escape and fight off these Wild Pack goons, and then try and basically save Bucky's ass and help him stop 50's Cap from blowing up the Hoover Dam. It's kind of a classic Captain America storyline. It is removed from that espionage stuff, but again, how they got all these explosives, why all this stuff matters, it just doesn't. It seemingly, kind of wraps up 50's Cap. I don't think we see him again with the Bucky Cap storyline going on, but my biggest complaint, again, Bucky Cap not really wearing his Cap outfit a whole lot. You had him become Captain America at the end of Death of Cap. In the Man with No Face storyline, he's kind of wearing it. Then again, he's not, because he's wrapping up stuff as the Winter Soldier. Here he's wrapping up stuff, and the villain makes him put on his Bucky outfit. So it feels like, even though this is the Bucky Cap book that Brubaker wanted to write, he's not even dressed as Cap. What the hell? And there are 3 more trades left, and I know for a fact in that last trade that I have, what's it called? Out of Time? Prisoner of War? There it is. In Prisoner of War, he's in a gulag, and he's not in Captain America. So I got 2 trades left after this one of Bucky Cap. Hopefully he's wearing the frickin' uniform that Alex Ross masterfully designed for him. So I think that's kind of a shame that he's really only in the Bucky Cap outfit for a little bit in this trade. I mean, yeah, this is halfway, but remember, the first one is Who Will Wield the Shield, and then midway through part 2 is where he takes it off to infiltrate, and then you never see him in the Bucky Cap outfit again for the rest of the book. He's still dressed like Bucky, shooting a gun at Captain America. 50's Cap. He's crazy Cap. Whatever. Captain Un-America, Bucky calls him. Got some variant covers in the back. I think it is a fun story. I did enjoy reading it, but is it essential? No. And I think that's where this run fell off, is that, and why nobody talks about the latter half of it. You killed Steve. You set up Bucky. You killed Steve. Who killed Steve? 50 issues. End of story. and then you bring Steve back in Reborn, and then you don't know what to do with either one of them. So it's a fun story, but overall, I think this is where people started to fall off Brubaker's Cap run, and just remember the first half, not really the latter half. So, I mean, I enjoyed it. If you really want to read it, if you like 50s Cap, if you read Cap in the 50s, maybe you'd like this story. But, you know, I did like it, but I can't recommend that you go out and buy it. It's not an evergreen. It's not a must-read or anything like that. But if you're enjoying Brubaker's Cap run, I guess you should read it. I don't know. Is that a meandering review or not? Absolutely. This is kind of a meandering story. And Bucky's not really doing much of consequence. So, there you go. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this review of Captain America: Two Americas. And we'll see you guys next time in the Funny Pages.